We do have, as we continue hockey in June now, as this is the June 6th episode of Futures Follow Up, obviously. Memorial Cup news for the Thunderbirds. There are 4 games over the past week. May 29th at the Quebec Remparts, a loss 1-3. Our player of the game forward, Jordan Gustafson. The Gus Bus, 1 assist, a 1+- and 6 faceoff wins as Seattle lost their first game of the tournament against Quebec there. They would go on to play the host team, the Kamloops Blazers, on May 31st and win that one in big fashion, 6-1. Our player of the game forward, Kyle Krinkovic. Krinkovic cranks it up, 1 goal, 2 assists, a 3+-, 5 shots, and 1 faceoff win on the day to help the Thunderbirds move on. Peterborough and Kamloops would have to play to decide who would play the Thunderbirds for a shot at the finals in the semifinals game there. June 2nd versus Peterborough. The Thunderbirds would win that one 4-1. Mostly controlling that game. Our player of the game forward, Jared Davidson. Davey, 2 assists, a 2+-, 8 shots on the game, and 12 faceoff wins out of 20 attempts. So a nice setup there for the final against Quebec. In a not so nice way to end the season, as the Thunderbirds fall to the Quebec Remparts in the Memorial Cup final, losing that one in a shutout effort, 5-0. It's a tough way to end the season, sure. I know that the Thunderbirds tonight, June 6th at, I believe it's 6 to 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, are hosting out on the plaza at the Showware Center. Like a little bit of a celebration to celebrate the season, because it's a really historic season. All that was accomplished this year, the sort of team that this was. I know it was tough. Defenseman Luke Prokop was pretty emotional as his teammates were heading off the ice. And understandably so. I mean, this was a special group. You know, you look at all of the talent. Obviously, some fans of other WHL teams aren't going to be weren't so happy about it as the season went on, and that's fine. But to add some hardware, to raise 3 banners this year now, after this year, pardon me, and to really send some of these guys out, some of these Thunderbirds out who had tremendous careers out with a positive note. And obviously, again, you wanted to finish the season off. You want the last game of the season, you want to be a win. There should be no scoffing at what was accomplished this year. And obviously, here at Circling South Sports, we're very grateful to have been a part of that run and to cover that run, to see the Thunderbirds win the WHL, the Ed Chenoweth Cup on home ice. But all in all, just historic, just incredible season by the T-Birds to put this sort of effort together. It'll be interesting to see what sort of makeup this roster has next year. Obviously, you know, the 10 NHL ready prospects is something that was talked about heavily. So it'll be very interesting to see what that looks like. But regardless, throughout the course of the regular season next year, we will be covering those T-Birds games with you. So make sure to stick around. Make sure you hit follow, subscribe, whatever you're watching this on, as we will continue to have that coverage. We aren't just here for the big games. So